Hey, welcome back to MVP Hot Wheels. This is Diesel Mac, and I have another case of what was Mattel thinking. We have the Firebird Funny Car in front of us. Both of these castings share the same name. Granted, they are both a Firebird top funny fuel car type thing, but you could have probably come up, or they could have come up with a better naming scheme for the second one. This was a final run series, which is what I have here, and then the first one for the 97 first edition. So they did end one, but they only ended it after they already introduced the new casting for it. So this was a 2002 final run, and then this came out in 1997 from the first editions. So it just kind of begs the question, like, why wouldn't they go ahead and run a different name with it, especially when you had cars kind of coming out at the same time that were available with the same name. Like I said, you could have just changed the name just a little bit and found something better for it. So if you think of a better name for the new one, drop that down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. But here you go. I think there's almost more variations of the new casting now than there are of the older one. The older one did have a different name for the Spawn Mobile version of it, and that has two variations with and without bats. But other than that, you've got this Firebird Funny Car. It came out in a bunch of different series and sets. So maybe once I get the last of these put in the website, I'll go do a casting call for the older version. It was available from 82 to 2002, so it does have 20 years of car variations available, but again, not quite as many as there were or as there are of the newer one. There is, of course, that controversial number 271, right, where packaging is worth about $7,500 with that. So there's some good things to if you're collecting that casting, you probably have you're probably not going to collect everything in the package just because of that number 271. And despite that it's in the same package or same car in the same package as the number 277. But, whatever, that was something I think they realized. They're like, oh crap, we have the same car. And then they didn't want to release, a whole bunch of the 271 cars. But kind of makes sense. But you'd think they would think about all this kind of stuff ahead of time. The collector number is plagued with holes and stuff like that, so that might be another what was Mattel thinking type video. So I'll put together like all the numbers that weren't released, and then there's special editions that have numbers that weren't used in the main line. That's kind of like throws everybody off, like, okay, like the goodness, Bob's toy show delivery truck, right? That's I think number 13 or something, and on there, and there wasn't a number 13 for the normal mainline blue card era type stuff. So anyways, I'll get into that all in another video, but here you go. Here is the Firebird Funny Car, and like I said, this is the 2002 final run, the last variation of it, probably one of the best ones now that it's got some real riders on it. And then like I said, the new one, we did a video on this and adding this casting to the website, so you can see that one there. But yeah, what was Mattel thinking? Why did they use the same name? Let me know what you think. If you got other ideas for the series, put those down in the comments, and I'll see if I can come up with some more videos for it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.